Hello everyone, we have the new Awakened hero, Awakened Shemira. So this Awakened hero is obviously going to be a Greyborn like the regular Shemira was. Also going to be an intelligence-based hero. Pretty interesting here, the class is going to be a tank, so that's pretty interesting, and the primary role is also a tank. So hoping to see that tanking ability with Awakened Shemira. Let's start with the ultimate skill first. We have Soul Siphon. And it has a passive ability here. Shemira receives 20% less magic damage when taking physical damage or damage that ignores defense. 70% is converted into magic damage. And the active part of this ability here, Shemira wields Soul Flames to unleash the power of her Lantern Chain, dealing 3 strikes of damage equal to 15% of her max health to all enemies. She also puts out the souls of the nearest and farthest enemy heroes to generate ephemeral spirits that last up to 5 seconds. Ephemeral spirits have 50% of their hero's health and 30% of their defense. When an ephemeral spirit takes damage, 70% is passed to their hero, but the damage passed in a single strike cannot exceed 50% of Shemira's max health. Up to 2 ephemeral spirits can be pulled out of each enemy hero. And the level 2 here has to do with the passive ability. Shemira's normal attacks reduce the target's current energy by 10%. And level 3, after using Soul Siphon, Shemira launches 1 tortured souls at enemy heroes whose souls have been pulled out. So this is pretty interesting. I'm pulling out the souls of the nearest and farthest enemy heroes. And I'm guessing that's pretty much there for the enemy heroes to attack. And every time they take damage, most of the damage is passed on to the hero that has their soul taken out. That sounds pretty powerful. Let's go ahead and look at the second skill. We have Dreadful Dance. This is a passive ability. When an enemy hero suffers an effect that reduces their energy or prevents energy recovery, Shemira launches a tortured soul at them, dealing damage equal to 10% of their max health to the target and enemies in its path. This damage cannot exceed 10% of Shemira's max health, and the effect can only be triggered 3 times every 10 seconds. When a tortured soul deals damage, it heals the ally with the lowest health percentage for 7.5% of Shemira's max health. And level 2, when an enemy hero takes damage from a tortured soul 3 times, their defense is permanently reduced by 17.5%. This effect can stack up to 4 times. In level 3, when an enemy hero takes damage from the tortured soul 3 times, their energy recovery is permanently reduced by 25%. Cannot stack with that one. Level 4, for every 5 tortured souls Shemira launches, the next will be enhanced, reducing 100 extra energy upon dealing damage, and preventing the target from recovering energy for the next 2 seconds. And level 5, when launching Tortured Souls, Shemira will launch an extra 1 at the enemy hero with the lowest health percentage. So this will not only deal damage to the enemy, but will also give the ally with the lowest health percentage some health. Also reducing the defense and energy recovery when an enemy hero takes damage from the Tortured Soul 3 times. And also with the defense reduction, that can stack up to 4 times, so that's quite a bit of defense to lose here from that. So it looks like Awakened Shemira will somewhat be there to reduce energy recovery, also take away some energy, so that's very cool. And looking at the third skill, we have Soul Sanctuary. Shemira grants herself and the ally with the lowest health percentage the Soul Sanctuary effect for 5 seconds, prioritizing backline heroes. This effect dispels most debuffs on the target and grants them immunity to controls during the effect. While the effect is active, direct damage in a single strike from the enemy cannot exceed 60% of the target's current health, and upon taking damage, 1 tortured soul will be launched at the attacker. Up to 1 tortured souls can be launched during the effect. When the effect ends, the target will be healed for 25% of their lost health. And level 2, when casting this skill, Shemira targets the enemy hero with the highest total damage and generates 1 ephemeral spirit. And level 3, when Shemira or 2 allied heroes behind her take fatal damage, they will be immune to that damage and will gain the Soul Sanctuary effect. This can be triggered up to 1 time per allied hero per battle. So again, helping the allied hero with the lowest health percentage here, giving them some healing at the end of this skill. Also reducing some of the damage that allied hero receives from an enemy. and casting even more tortured souls here and ephemeral spirits. And with this level 3, this ability could work with 2 allied heroes. If 2 allied heroes take fatal damage, this could work for 2 allied heroes. And looking at the final skill, we have Delayed Death, another passive ability. When an allied hero is defeated, Shemira will delay their death and keep them fighting for up to 5 seconds. If the target is defeated by an enemy hero, the attacker's soul will be pulled out to generate 1 ephemeral spirit. The allied hero will die when the effect ends, or if they are defeated again while the effect is active. This effect can be triggered once per hero. And level 2, upon triggering, the allied hero becomes untargetable and gains immunity to control effects for 2 seconds. And level 3, if the ally defeats an enemy hero while the effect is active, the effect duration is increased by 3 seconds. So delaying the death of allied heroes, that could be pretty useful. Gotta make sure that that allied hero defeats an enemy though, or else so that they can get that extended duration here. Overall, sounds like a pretty powerful awakened hero. Let's look at the awakening skill. We have Shadowless Flame. When an enemy hero suffers a total reduction of 400 energy or any effect that prevents energy recovery, Shemira will pull out her soul, generating 1 ephemeral spirit. This effect can be triggered up to 2 times every 12 seconds. The next control effect an allied hero inflicts on an enemy hero will reduce their energy by 100. This effect can be triggered once every 12 seconds per allied hero. So getting that 400 energy for the enemy heroes to get reduced here will pull out their ephemeral spirit. Again, that energy reduction is looking pretty powerful here. Again, overall, sounds like a very impressive awakened hero. Let's go ahead and look at the Arena of Trials just to see how the skills look in here. And I will start with the wooden dummy here just to see how the skills look, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the Arena Guardian. And she's in the backline for this one, so looking like possibly going to be a backline hero. Looks like she does move around though a little bit here. Can't wait to see her ultimate here. There we go, her ultimate. Let's look at her animation here. And yeah, that's a pretty cool awakening skill animation, though I normally have these turned off because they just last too long, but pretty cool awakening animation. And that's pretty powerful. She's looking to be pretty powerful here. And she's doing her awakening skill again, and she's just doing a lot of attacks here, it looks like, with this. I'm covering pretty much the entire battlefield with that. So yeah, overall, she's looking impressive so far. Let's go ahead and look at the Arena Guardians, see which heroes they give me here for this one. I'm just putting all the Graveborn heroes in here just to have that faction advantage there. And there we go, took that one down, got the victory there. Let's go ahead and see what we have here. And of course, Damon's going to do a lot of damage. She also did quite a bit of damage here as well, though. Also, quite a bit of healing as well. And Oden, another great damage dealer. But overall, she's looking very good. Looking like a pretty good awakened hero. I think it's going to take a little bit of testing to see if she'll do well. But I think she could do pretty well against high level deficiencies. Especially with the ultimate skill here, because when the ephemeral spirit takes damage, 70% of that damage will be passed on to the hero the soul was taken out of. So the more damage that is done to the ephemeral spirit, the more damage that will be done to the hero. So with higher leveled heroes that are going to do more damage, I think that could work pretty well with. But again, I think it's going to take some testing though. Hey, if you made it to the end of this video and liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also comment, what do you think about Awakened Shemira? And there will be a video on screen that YouTube thinks you would like to watch next, so go ahead and click on that video right now. And thanks for watching.